Well, I'm a former degenerate. I still gamble, but, you know, whatever. My wife knows I bet, but she doesn't know. That's why I hate watching football with her, because I'll be yelling at the TV, and she's like, it's just a game. No, the fuck it's not. We got rent riding on this motherfucker. Now, that's why I married her. She's a good kid. No, she is. I mean, she's got a normal family, which that really threw me off, because, well, I grew up in dysfunction, and if you grow up in dysfunction, it throws you off when you meet normal people. I don't know if that's ever happened to anybody. Because you don't know how fucked up your life is until you know what I mean? Like a fish doesn't know it's wet. You like that? I read that on a magnet. Nah, it was weird, man. Like the first time I met her family, it threw me off. Like she had a dad. I'm like, this guy's been with you your whole life? All of you have the same last name. Same dude from beginning to end. No step, no, get the fuck out. Are you serious? I was poking him and shit. Well, I'm not even, nobody I knew growing up had dads. Everybody's single mom. Well, there was one kid who had a dad, like we heard about him, but nobody ever really met the kid. And why is that? You know, it's always the dad that's fucking the family up. It's very rare it's a mom. I don't mean to pick on fathers, I'm just saying, you know, you're the one handing out the issues. It's usually the dad. Like, you know, you never hear of a mom having like a whole other family nobody knows about. You know what I'm saying? There's no mom setting up apartments for their side dick. Yeah. It's always the dad. Yeah, my real father, man, he had schizophrenia, you know what that is, where you hear voices and shit, and then he ended up killing himself when I was like 10. Oh, by the way, before I go any further, I just want to let you people know I like to talk about shit that's uncomfortable and personal to me. If I touch on something personal to you, just, you know, go home and cry about it. Seriously, I don't want to talk to your bitch ass out front. I'm just saying, if you're an adult and you're not emotionally stable to be in a room with other adults, listening to another adult talk about adult shit, then, you know, go home and kill yourself like my father did. No, you'd be surprised, all right? It's a very rough time to be a comedian. Everybody's feelings are coming into comedy clubs. Like, you know, I'm saying, I got people upset with me. I got a mental health group that's upset with me because they think I'm making fun of schizophrenia, you know. She's like, I'm gonna ruin your career. What career? What the fuck are you gonna ruin? You can't get blood from a stone. I read that on a magnet, too. Now, here's the thing. I'm not making fun of schizophrenia. I don't think it's funny. It's not a funny, you know, illness or whatever to grow up around. And those, you know, but the shit they do. Well, they hear voices, you know what I mean? Like, my dad would he thought trees were talking to him, and like little animals and shit. Squirrels, he had something against squirrels. No, I'm dead serious. Like, whenever he saw squirrels, it was on. Because he would start arguing with the squirrels. And in his defense, I don't know, something might have been going on, because the squirrels were in it. Like, they didn't run or nothing. Even as a kid, I remember going to my mom, I'm like, Ma, you think it's a good idea to let them talk to the squirrels? Because they're pissing them off and we don't know what the fuck they're telling them. I don't want to get shot in my sleep because the squirrels are like, kill the family, you know what I mean? Get rid of everybody, you'll be happier. I think it was drugs, though. Well, we have some drug abuse in my family, which, you know, again, I find humor in that shit, too. Maybe I'm not wired right. I don't know if you ever had a family member go through like a 12-step program, but there's like a step where they apologize to you for shit that you didn't know they did. I'm like, that's where my Easter money went? But you helped me look for it, you know? Well, no, that's why, you know, I don't, look, and by the way, I don't count weed as a drug or mushrooms, but everything else, you know. Well, Because that hardcore shit, you ever meet those asshole people that are always like, anything in moderation? You ever meet that dick that's never seen a fucking thing in their life? You can't do heroin in moderation, all right? But weed, who gives a fuck about pot? I think it should be legal. My dad smoked a shitload of weed, that I remember, because I used to have to pick the seeds out for him as a kid. By the way, if you're under 30, you don't know this, but pot used to have seeds in it back in the day, all right? You fucking kids are spoiled. He'd be like, get over here, you got little fingers, right? Now you had to pick the seeds out. And here's the thing, if you didn't get all the seeds out, if they were smoking it, that shit would pop, right? So he'd be like, he's like, get over here, I give you one job. Like I'm 6, you wacky motherfucker. Why don't you have the goddamn squirrels take the seeds out for you? But I never smoked pot. I never tried it, man. I'm for it, 200%. But I'm not gonna try. First of all, because I don't trust myself with anything. I'll be honest. If I smoke weed, next thing, then I'm like, everybody on the fucking floor. You know what I mean? Like, I'm 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. And I know I'm fucked up, man. I was getting in trouble, without doing that shit. I was always in trouble as a kid, man. I was a horrible kid and a bad early adult. My true calling in life is stealing. I don't do it anymore, but I'm good, man. I know a scam. That's how my mind works. I see everything in angles. Like me and my wife went to the 99-cent store, right? My first thought is I'd have to steal over 500 items in order to be charged with grand larceny. You know what I mean? What's wrong with me? But as a kid, I used to rob, me and my little brother used to rob everything together, Well, we used to help my mom out, because we grew up pretty broke. Not just comic broke, but like free lunch program. That's how you know you're broke, by the way, when you're on the free food programs at the fucking shitty public schools. Well, you had 3 lunch programs. You had the paid lunch, right, for the kids who had cash. Then you had reduced lunch, I guess for the kids who kind of had cash. And then you had free lunch, right? And you had to stand in line like a dick with this little raffle ticket. And even the reduced kids are staring at you like, dude, lunch is 50 cents. How broke is your fucking family, man? Oh, you're really broke if you were on free breakfast. That sucked ass. You had to be at the bus stop at like 3:30 in the morning. It's cold and dark. It's like me, my little brother, and the fucking squirrels. Hey guys, thanks for checking out my YouTube page. If you're having a good time, make sure you hit that little subscribe button and also turn on that little notification bell so you'll be alerted every time I upload new content. I'm putting out free stand-up clips, podcasts. I even gave my hour special away for free last year, which is the reason why I can't afford pictures or books. So at least you could do is subscribe.